About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta. Welcome to Truist Park. 4th of July baseball coming at you. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the Atlanta Braves.
And now, please welcome.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So almost ready to get underway. And on the mound in this one, Grant Holmes. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. You look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Okay, let's check out the lineup. An offense that emphasizes a patient approach and controlling the strike zone, and they do it better than anyone. Right now, the top on-base percentage in the league.
And the frustration that can cause for the opposing pitcher, the opposing staff, because you're not going to go through these hitters quickly. They're going to be lengthy at bats. They're going to foul off pitches and many times end up taking a close pitch for ball 4 that pitcher maybe thought was a third strike. So, teams like this, they can be really good in the long haul. You don't expect just the short stints and explosive innings, but over the course of 9 innings, you look up and they usually have one more run than you do.
In for a strike, and it's 2-1 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Foul ball. The pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Gunnar Henderson stands in now and watches strike 1. Holmes, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. Next pitch downstairs, and a count even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Just misses. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next offering is downstairs.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That one ripped. And a foul ball. Two outs. That one out to right. And Acuna able to make the grab. And that'll do it. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here in Atlanta, and on the hill today, Trevor Rogers. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
On the ground right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Another solid power season. First pitch, and he just misses. Acuna on at first, nobody out. Outside low, 2-0. Ground ball could be 2. Spin throw, that's 1. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, they had the chance at turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Here is Austin Riley. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Man at first, 1 away. And that's outside. And the count is 1-1.
Come on, Austin.
Inside,
that missed. That's the
just
ball.
missed. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch was out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put wood on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had something going. But unfortunately, it was a good job of execution by the pitcher and the catcher to get that out of the zone and then throw out the runner at second base. Really nice job behind the dish.
It's softly on the ground, left side. And that's just foul. That just misses. And a full count now. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. End of the first from Truist Park. No score. Top of the second, Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
Baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
Holmes back to work. Ball one low.
Ball.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One of our favorites, Jerry Hillsdale umpiring behind home plate in this one. Pretty much by the book with his strike zone.
And because he's so by the book, you'll sometimes see pitchers questioning him. They'll make a good pitch on the edge of the zone, want the strike, and not get the call. But most of the time, Jerry gets it right. He's a good one. That's towards center. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the grab, one away. Gary Sanchez at the plate. In today's game, you look at exit velocity as a measure of process, and if guys are hitting the ball hard, eventually the results usually follow. Gary Sanchez, he is a guy that hits the ball hard. And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-1.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Just missed.
2-1.
That's off the inside corner. And that's ball 3. Second inning here, no score. And there's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
0-1.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. Line to left, and foul ball. Two outs. And that is downstairs. And it's a ball and a strike. Went too far that time. It's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Harris after it. And that is that. And the Orioles leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back at Truist Park. And now here's the veteran DH, Marcell Ozuna. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. Did not go. That one hooked foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. Inside, almost got him.
2-2. Full count.
Hard on the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Jerickson.
Here's Profar down. Fastball for a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
That misses. 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
1 and 2's the count.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
That one off the mark, and that's ball 2.
2-0.
Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Braves go down quickly here. We'll move to the third with no score. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Fouled off left side. That one fouled off. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Jacob Stallings now. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Well struck left field. And in one hops the wall. Around first, digging for 2. Relay to second. The tag out.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
So the lineup flips over. Jackson Holliday, the next to hit. And that one wrapped foul. Top of the third, no score. And that one a little below the knees, and it's 1-1. That one laced to center and a base hit. And that extends the inning.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here's Ramon Laureano. Check swing, called strike. Holliday off of first with 2 away. And a swing and a miss down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 1 left for the Orioles. And we are still scoreless. Set for the bottom of the third. So here's Murphy now. That one ripped left field. And it is gone. An absolute smash to left. His second home run of the series. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
No question about this one. It's out of here. A monster shot to right. His 7th home run of the season. And they add to the lead. It's 2-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Nick Allen digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here in the last half of the third. Next one is off the plate. Now 1-2. And a good eye there.
That's the ball.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's back there. That's long gone. He made him pay for that one. It's 3-0. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. A pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
So the batting order turns over. Now in for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And ball 1.
definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Next pitch is outside.
Ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
And they'll do it again. Ripped to short. Henderson over to first in time. They get the out on Acuna.
Up next for the Braves, first baseman, Matt.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. And that misses. 1-0. Outside with a breaking ball. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Here's the pitch to Olson. And it's filled up.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
In the air, left field, Cowser. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now.
Up next for the Braves, third baseman,
2 outs, base is empty. Austin Riley next up for the Braves. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Two down, nobody on. That missed by a lot.
1-1.
And that's ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Tomoyuki Sagano is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. On to inning number 4. It's the Braves 3 and the Orioles nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And the leadoff man aboard.
now batting, first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Ryan O'Hearn. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Holmes keeping an eye on him. And that's
One ball,
outside.
no strikes.
O'Hearn, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2014. Pitch misses there. Ball 2. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hit. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His 12th of the season. It's 3-2. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
Here's Gary Sanchez. Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, these Orioles doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Number 75, ready or not, in the game now after the injury.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
And that one way outside. And the count 1-2.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
In the dirt, 2-2. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Top half of inning number 4. And that one is downstairs. And the count's full.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. Fly to left his first time. Just off the inside edge.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
And there's a ball. That's through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Fought off foul.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And next for the Orioles, Ramon Urias. Fly to center his first time. Pulls that one foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Sanchez stands at first with one out. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
fouls it off. Still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And into the box for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. And the first offering is not close. Two outs. And that is out of play. This one in the air right field. Acuna has it sized up. And that's the third out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Tomoyuki Sagano.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Grounded out his first time up. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Next offering is down low.
Ball.
And that's a little bit high. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Hard hit left side. On to O'Hearn. And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Profar climbs in on that left side. Caught looking his first time up. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1.
Oh, yeah.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And misses inside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Mullins settles under it. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Braves,
2 down, bases empty. Ozzie Albies next up for the Braves. Struck out swinging his first time.
Let's get it going, Braves.
Fastball for a strike. Oh, and 2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And now 1 and 2. That's a little bit low.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2 and 2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Two down, nobody on. Spoils that one, and it remains 2 and 2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Now it's 3 and 2.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
That one the other way. Oh, and it hits the base. And he's got a double.
Well, anything can happen once the ball deflects off the base. Do you get a good bounce or a bad bounce? Your guess is as good as mine.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's Sean Murphy. He's already homered in this game. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And there's a foul ball. Outside corner, got him looking. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double. We played 4. It's the Braves 3 and the Orioles 2. Back here in Atlanta, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Jacob Stallings. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul.
You know, these Orioles need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 and 2.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So Well, back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 2. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Runner at second, nobody out. And that one lifted in the air center field. 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Ramon Laureano.
Laureano comes up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. That one inside. Look out. Man at second. Just missed.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Line drive. Caught.
Man, he really turned on that one. Absolutely ripped it towards third, but quick bat-like reflexes down there at the hot corner to bring it down.
Gunnar Henderson now at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
Pitch misses. 2-1.
2-1.
That one drifts inside.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Ryan O'Hearn would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Man on second, 2 down. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Ryan O'Hearn. He's already homered here in this one. Fastball for a strike. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Pierce Johnson getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Cox, the lefty, warming up as well. Stallings at second. Henderson on at first with 2 down. And that one fouled off. Inside.
Nope, that's it.
And a count 1-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. Orioles strand a couple. They're down 3-2. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Sagano back to work. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
Swing and a foul out of play. On the ground to the left.
That ball's foul.
And that's just foul. That's down
Ball.
and in. A slider missed. Caught him looking for the K. And now the shortstop, Nick Allen. Hammered, base hit. So the one-out hit turns the lineup over.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Here's Acuna now. Breaking ball inside. And that is ball one.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Swing and a foul straight back. Got him. That K is his third of the game. Here's Matt Olson. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Here comes Austin Riley, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now
That's
2
the
balls
ball.
and a strike.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners
balls, 1
on.
strike.
2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
First and second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Here's Marcell Ozuna.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And that ends the inning. And the Braves will strand 3, but they still lead at 3-2. Back at Truist Park, and here is Gary Sanchez. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle. and you get it right where you want it.
Pitch in the dirt. Now 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That one is absolutely belted. Could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Number 75 departs, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Dylan Lee on the pitch here.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-1.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
No, that's in.
In the air, center field. Harris after it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Throw cut off to third. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out. And next for the Orioles, Ramon Urias.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
On the ground, right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Now, Cedric Mullins. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Runner at third, 2 away. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline we can can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back, bottom of the 6th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Jurickson Profar. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Profar gets a piece there. That one finds the corner, and the count is 1-2. Hit in the air, left field. Dives for it. Got it. Makes the play.
Oh, that was a nice diving catch right there. Great effort, but if you look closely at his route, it wasn't as direct to the ball as you'd like to see. The angle initially not very good, but you have to credit him with making an adjustment, laying out, and getting the out. Nice job.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Just missed.
Out.
That misses the zone. Now 2-0. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the 6th. Albies checks his swing. Appeal down to third, and that's going to be ruled a swing. That one missed. Ripped into left center, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
And next for Atlanta, Sean Murphy. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Runner takes off. And that's a base hit. Albies makes the turn at second. Throw into third. He's in there.
Back-to-back singles. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
2 on, 1 out. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Just missed.
That's the ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Albies at third. Murphy at first. 1 gone. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Two on, 1 out. Ground ball left side, could be 2. To second, there's 1. Over to first, safe.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Nick Allen. The shortstop takes the ball. Pickoff throw, and he dives back in safely. Two outs. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball two. And another ball. Ronald Acuna Jr. on deck for Atlanta. And ball four, two aboard.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves. Ronald Acuna Jr. 1 for 3. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Comes up empty.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Right there is Laureano. That is the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We're through 6 full. It's the Braves 4 and the Orioles 2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Pierce Johnson.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
And here's the catcher, Jacob Stallings. Swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Pierce Johnson fires.
Ball.
That's down and in. That's in there. That is strike 2. And downstairs. Swing and a ground ball. Throw on to Olsen. They get the out on Stallings.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. Johnson, in his 6th season, he throws a curveball, a four-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. Action in the pen down there. Rafael Montero getting loose out there. And a big swing and a miss.
1-1.
The Braves holding on to a 2-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Allen makes the play, and there's 2 down. Now here is Ramon Laureano. 0 for 3 in this one.
You have to look for positives in this game. That last at bat was a loud out, but the takeaway is they're hitting the ball hard, and that's a good thing. Those are going to fall eventually.
Fastball for a strike at 95. He swings and fouls one off. Hit in the air, left field. Profar has a beat on it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Ryan Baker.
And this is his 40th appearance of the season, so he's starting to log a decent amount of work this year.
Matt Olson up to the plate.
First baseman, Matt Olson.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
Outside low, and that's ball 1.
And, of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
Hit in the air, center field. Mullins sizing this one up, and it's caught for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin.
Here's Austin Riley. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. And a foul ball.
Let's get it going, Braves.
And that one fouled off. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. That one outside. Ball 1. Riley leads off first with one away. Out in front, rip foul. The 1-2. Swing and a slow roller. Urias quickly to second for 1. Onto O'Hearn. 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Braves 4 and the Orioles 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Austin Cox. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Here's Gunnar Henderson. He was drafted out of high school, but for a brief moment, he thought he'd be playing college baseball at Auburn.
Well, unless he was drafted in the first round, the plan for Gunnar was to go to college. So when he became the first pick of the second round, it took some convincing to go pro. Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
On the ground, and foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Got him. Important first down to begin the 8th.
Well, I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
O'Hearn in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. Late with the swing there.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
One down, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off. Pitch misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that just misses. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. And that's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. That's in there. Strike 1. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Yeah, that's fouled off. The tying run at the plate. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Braves 4 and the Orioles 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the bottom of the 8th. And now Jerks and Profar. Baker back to work. That misses the zone. And it's 1-0. That clips the corner.
Ball. 2-1.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. And he held up. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Man at first, nobody out. Ozzie Albies getting ready to hit. And a foul ball. Profar gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One gone here.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Murphy stands in now, looks at that one inside. And it's fouled away. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And the slider just misses.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Full count.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Swinging at ball 4 that was off the outside edge.
No, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
New pitcher on here, Felix Bautista. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Michael Harris II. Next up for the Braves. And there's the strike. And ball 1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
2 outs. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. And that one is inside.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And it remains 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
You got this.
2-2 now. Good eye right there.
That's the ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Stays alive. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. And that one hit to first. And that hits off the base. Cut off, throw to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
So 2 on with 2 away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Nick Allen. The other way, makes the grab, and that's the inning. 2 left for Atlanta as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Raisel Iglesias.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Urias at the plate now. That's ball 1. Cut on and missed. 96 with that fastball.
1-1.
On the ground right side. Whips it to first. And a quick out, number 1.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
So digging in, Cedric Mullins. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
In the air, out towards left center. Profar calls it in, 2 away. Orioles down to their final out. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Jacob Stallings. First pitch misses. Just missed.
Ball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know.
Base knock right field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, second baseman, Jackson Holiday.
Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1.
Next pitch is downstairs. With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the 9th. On the ground to first, and foul ball.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Iglesias is just one strike away. This one in the dirt. Tying run at the plate. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long